Well, this is hopefully going to be the first vlog you guys see of the season. Garrett and I got out and had a really fun walk, but didn't produce any birds. And as much as we love sharing stuff with you, you probably didn't want to watch us just hike with the gun for the day. So we're trying a new mountain range today, hopefully get into some birds. Let's go get after it. Probably. Well, I was about to tell G that my grouse senses were tingling. Just a beautiful little clear cut here, very close to the top, and the dogs moved when Goose did. He stopped on that flush. Chief came in with a nice honor and then came in swinging a miss and got a second chance at him in here when he was jumping out of a tree. So if they'll fly, I'll shoot at them. I'm not too worried about if they're on the wing. They're just a young juvenile bird, and anyways, had one go that way too, but I didn't honestly expect to find any ruffs in here. We're kind of getting close to the top where we've got those jack pine open ridges, so hopefully get into some more mature birds. Little, but just a good way to start the season and the very first bird of 2025. Pretty dang awesome, and good to be back in the field, I'll tell you what. Good job, boys. Good job, boys. Holy cheese. So Garrett and I were just talking. I was kind of explaining why the birds were here. We were actually coming up a trail that went up here, and I could see this little cut. It's, maybe 15, 20 feet wide, and it's right as the habitat transition. So we've got, there's some thick patches of pines, but there's also a bunch of standalones. It gets a little sparse. And then you've got all these really young aspens, and the birds like to be able to feed on that, right? They're gonna get down low. They've still got canopy covered. They like being underneath those pines. And anywhere there's habitat transitions in these early mornings where there's these clearings, a lot of times, primarily the blues, I'll just find them in the shadows, right? They're not gonna be in the sun, but they'll just be right in these tiny little clearings like this. You breathe so loud, dude. A mouth breather. And anyway, so just one of those things to look for as you're navigating terrain is to look at those habitat transitions, especially for these forest grouse. You have to realize that they want to have canopy covered, but they want to be able to move around and forage. So, and there was a lot of service berry in here as well, and that's a primary food source for these grouse. So, anyways, all good little things to look for, and then obviously opened up in this giant, beautiful face here, and hopefully we'll get up on top and get into some big blues, because I would sure love to shoot some big mountain chickens. So, after the boys drink all the water. baby back where you belong. Back where you belong. Well, back to the old tailgate after about 7.5 miles. We shot one of the 2 birds that we moved this morning, and then the dogs were on the other side of a bird that we didn't know was there. I stepped on it, missed it twice. Anyways, not an overly productive walk, but we saw birds. The dog work that the dogs did put down for that one particular find was wonderful. Yeah, we ended up with way more bottles, beer can and water and just garbage than birds. And so maybe just a little reminder, guys, pick stuff up. There's always room in the vest for a couple pieces of garbage. Take care of this, make it, you know, what's the saying, leave it better than you found it. So anyways, hope you guys enjoy watching this. Many more of these to come throughout the season, hopefully a couple more birds in those, but always appreciate you guys watching. Please make sure to hit that subscribe button, follow along the season. We can't wait to share it with you. Thanks.